Joining Hoops 360 now is WNBA and Unrivaled guard for Vinyl BC, Erica Wheeler. Erica, appreciate you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So happy to have you. And you are now officially Unrivaled. You're from Miami. You're kind of going back home, so to speak. Why did you choose to join Unrivaled?
Why did I choose? Well, first, thank you for having me. Super excited to talk about whole logic and just being able to empower women to, get their HPV and PEP tests. So, but speaking about Unrivaled, super happy to be here. I'm in Miami. I'm home, so it feel like my homecoming. So, I'm super honored. I haven't been back home playing since 2009. So, super excited to be back home.
What is it about Unrivaled now that you've played a few games, been in training camp, all of that, that has really made you excited in the WNBA offseason, or maybe a unique story that you've already experienced with so many high caliber players in one spot like this?
I think it's the unique part is just that being able to have all the competition all in one place. I think the biggest thing for me is being able to play a team and you have to walk past them at halftime or after the game. We're all in the same training room. I think that's the unique part about it. Um, 'Cause that's tough. When you lose a game, you don't wanna see the opponent after the game, so I think that's been the biggest takeaway for me, but, Unrivaled do a great job of just being able to put, their players first. It's definitely a players first lead. They take care of us, and like I said, I'm home. I'm pretty much spoiled. I probably got between 20 to 30 tickets every night, every time we play, so it's been super special.
And you're coached in Unrivaled by Teresa Weatherspoon. What is
Yes.
she like as a head coach?
Um As you know, ball of energy, that's who I am as well. Um, Super motivator. She can probably get you to run through a wall. So it's been great to be able to have her. Just being able to bounce, point guard to point guard, just being able to learn little tips from her. But I think more importantly, her energy and how she believes in her players is the biggest thing that I'm taking away.
What is it like having a former player as your coach? I'm sure she brings a different perspective, maybe as
hmm
some coaches who didn't play in the W.
Um, she knows the game, and she knows that sometimes that things happen, and it's not all about X's and O's. She understands that we're human too as well, and I think that's the biggest thing when you haven't been in the locker room, you haven't been with a team, you don't understand those things. Like things happen, and we are women, 6 women, all attitudes is not gonna be on the same page every day. So just being able to have that woman figure one and then for someone to be in the locker room with other teammates, she understands that not every day is gonna be great. So I think she also give us that room to, be ourselves. And if we're not having a good day, also acknowledge that too as well.
We want to ask you about the WNBA CBA negotiations are now ongoing, entering that status quo area. Just your initial thoughts on how these negotiations have gone, where you're at right now with the union, especially with your just experience as a veteran player in this league, having gone through this.
We don't have much of an update. Um, but I'm just focused on her logic in this campaign and just being able to empower women to go get that PAP and HB test. So that's what I've been focusing on. I don't have much information. What you see out there is what I know. So I've just been really locked in on this campaign and just being able to, be a voice for this campaign that I'm super honored to be a part of because it also allows me to highlight my mom and being able to get your screening is super important.
You're joining us for such an important cause, and I do want to get
hmm
into more of that. But Cass brings up the WNBA CBA, and we are at this point because the league has experienced such unprecedented amounts of growth. You have been in the league now for over a decade. What has been the biggest change that you have noticed from 2015 when you were first drafted or when you first entered the league until now?
hmm I think people are aware now. I think the world is super aware of the lead. I think we get more way more visibility than we have in a very long time. And then our voice is standing out, and we're standing firm on certain things. But like I said, I'm locked in on this campaign. I'm one step at a time type of girl, so Whatever happens with the CBA happens. Like I told you, the only update I have is what you see out there, and I've just been where my feet are. I'm happy to be home playing on Rival, but also being able to be a part of this campaign has been uh, a great focus shift, I will say, because it's allowing me to do something super positive. Um, Whole Logic is super dear to me that I'm able to be a part of this campaign to just be that voice. I'm using my voice in a great way, an impactful way. So I'm just happy to be able to do that. So whatever the CBA lands or whatever, however it goes, it goes. But right now, where my feet are, and us just being able to encourage women to, get their screenings.
Yeah, January is Cervical Health Awareness Month. Why is that so important to you to be a proponent of?
It's super important to me because if you guys don't know, my mom passed away from cervical cancer in 2012, and I just told the last report if Hologic, if I knew about Hologic at that young age, I definitely would have had me and my family going to get our testing and getting screened. So for me, it's super dear. It's two tests. 2 tests. Like, just take the test to be able to, prevent, almost causing your life, and if I knew what I knew now, to being able to work with this campaign and have the knowledge that I have now, things would be a lot different, so that's why it's super dear to me. I wish my mom did know about her logic and have being able to have the resource to go to the ultimatedefense.com to, how can I say, get the knowledge to learn about the PEP and HPV test.
Tell us about your mom. What are your favorite memories of her? What was she
Oh,
like? What do you
man.
miss about her most?
Yeah, my mom is the ball of energy, like me. I won't get emotional. I got emotional early. I think I got it all out. My mom is a ball of energy, super genuine. Will literally give anybody the shirt off her back. And that's how I am. That's the thing she instilled in me. But more importantly, like, my mom was one of those moms that wasn't like, let me discipline you every step of the way. She was one of those parents that, like, if you touch the hot stove, it's gonna burn you. So go touch it. Like, learn your lesson in that way. She never ever got in the way of allowing me to grow in a sense. And that's why I think that every year I add something to my life or something to who I am and my character because I'm constantly growing, I'm constantly learning, and I learned that from my mom, single parent, raising 3 girls, and man, and she done a wonderful job. Look how I turned out, So just being able to how can I say, gloat about that it means the world to me to be able to, shout my mom out and give her the glory of all the things that I am. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing, a couple of things that I love about my mom and that I always tell the world that probably the best mom in the world.
How has that applied to your basketball career? Especially in the years since she's been gone. I imagine you look up into the crowd and maybe see where she used to be.
I think the biggest thing for me is when I have my low moments, um, just always thinking about my mom kind of center me and make me understand and help me refocus to get back why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because sometimes basketball's up and down. Sometimes you're playing good, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're on a really big high where everything is going well. And when things are not going well, I just kind of center myself and just say, you know what? My mom is the reason I'm doing this. She's watching me more than ever. So whatever I'm doing, as long as I'm doing it in a way that honor her and so make her proud, and then also just to be able to inspire the youth. My story is very unique, and I think that I can advocate for a lot of kids that are coming up that probably was in the same situation that I was in growing up. So I kind of always kind of center myself, and my mom is that.
You have overcome so much to be where
Hmm.
you are right now.
Yeah.
What's one message that you would tell young hoopers and young athletes that might also be experiencing a similar adversity that you overcame?
What advice I'll get young hoopers? Because this generation is a little different. They have internet, they get NIL. It's like this generation is a little different. I didn't have that, so I have to say, mm, I gotta shift the advice I've got to give these kids because it's super different. I have to tell them like whatever you're doing, whether it's basketball, whether it's your artist, whether you're ballet, pianist, like make sure you're having fun. Cause I think oftentimes we f- we love something so much that we can forget to have fun. And I think that's why I enjoy what I do. Whether I get paid or don't get paid, or whether I play a minute or don't play a minute, I love what I do. And I actually genuinely have fun doing it and being able to be like you meet different people. So I think that's the biggest thing for me. Just have fun with it. Because once you start having fun with it, it becomes a job, and you don't want what you love doing to feel like a job. Because then you won't give your best. When you love something, you always give your best.
What's next for you? I know that you are so passionate for so many great reasons with
Hmm.
Hologic and you're being where your feet are, and I totally
Hmm.
understand and respect that. But what's next for Erica on the hardwood?
Well, I'm a person that's where my feet are, and right now I'm with Hologic doing this campaign. So the next thing for me is to be able to empower women to go get their testing. Just go, please go get it. Like it's super dear to me. It's super important. Um, like talk to your doctors, get the screening. Like we have all the resources in the world, and your ultimatedefense.com, it has, and it's simplified. It's not all over the place. You know how you can go and look at information that's all over the place. It's simplified. Just get the knowledge and just be able to protect yourself to prevent anything. Because like I said, if I knew what I knew now with Hologic and this whole campaign, I things would be different. I will be more informed. I would probably tell my mom, "Come on, let's go. I'll go with you. Let's go do it together." So I guess that I'm where my feet are with this campaign. I can't think about the WNBA or the CBA. Right now I'm in Arrival and I'm working on this campaign with Hologic. So that's where I'm at. I'm not the one that look too far ahead because as you know, as my journey, like it's not that. I'm where my feet are.
Erica, if I may, to maybe help push your point of the campaign,
No.
what was the story with your mom and how she found out she had cancer? Was she not taking these kind of regular tests? Like we all get busy
Mm.
and it falls off our radar.
See, the thing is, one, I don't want to disclose that because I think that's
That's
something
fine.
super sacred to my family. But I just think just being a woman of color, we just don't have the information. And then I think sometimes more than not, we're not thinking about it. We just going through life, just trying to make ends meet. And that was my mom raising three girls, single parent, just trying to make ends meet. It's just not a priority. And I just think that me having my voice, being able to do this campaign with Logic, I want to put it on women's radar. And even if your son, fathers, like make your daughter, your mom, your whoever, go get this testing. So I just want to be that voice. Like I said, I just think when life get too busy, you just don't think about it. You do the things that's a priority in that moment. So I'm encouraging everybody, women, men, please just go get the testing because it's something so super simple that you can miss that can cause you everything.
It's such a wonderful reminder that in
Yeah.
life, when we get so busy and we think about what's next, we think about money, we think about so many other
Mhm.
things. It's a nice reminder to remember that our health and our loved ones are the absolute most important things in our life. That's exactly why Erica is joining us on behalf of Hologic to launch the Ultimate Defense, a campaign encouraging women on how they can have the power to prevent this devastating disease with regular PAP and HPV screening. Erica, thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you for joining
Thank you.
us. We'll be cheering you on every step of the way.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for pushing this message because it's super deep to me. It's super important for us as women to be able to advocate for each other. So I thank you ladies for having me on. Um, and go get that screening. Please do. Go get it.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Erica.
Thank you.